I've been fortunate enough to live in New Zealand for my entire life, and I've been lucky enough to explore it all. But I still, even now, have my breath taken away by scenes like this.
Like most fishermen, I'm constantly adding to my bucket list of places I want to fish and fish I want to catch. Many are exotic species in far off waters, but there's something pretty special about ticking off an adventure close to home. For a long time I've been fascinated by the Mackenzie Country Canal fishery and the monster trout that call those frigid waters home. The adventurer Chuck Berry once told me that thoughts without action are just thoughts. So it's time to put the thoughts into action and head off on a high country trout adventure to try and do battle with some of the beasts of the canals.
This is Martin Madness!
It's right up there with the biggest kingies I've ever caught.
This is a special place, so these are special fish. We got a sword! This is the definition of a crisp morning. We're in the high country in the south of New Zealand, and the last time we checked it was -6 degrees. The old fingers are feeling it, but it's a beautiful clear day, so it's a bit of a change of scenery for us. We're down here in some big country chasing the big canal trout that make this region so famous. It's a totally unknown fishery to me. We'll be using techniques and equipment that are very foreign, but we're lucky to have teamed up with a couple of the local experts down here, namely Ben Booth, also known as Boothy from Boothy's Fishing School, and Simon McMillan from Hunting and Fishing New Zealand. So I'm going to jump on those two boys' coattails, and hopefully over the next couple of days we won't freeze too hard and we'll get the opportunity to tussle with a couple of these giant canal trout. So we better catch up with the boys and get into it. I'm excited. It'll be awesome.
I don't get too annoying with telling you to cast further.
No, it's all good.
Now resist the urge to wind.
Okay.
Let it sink. Just keep it above the... Let it sink, let it sink. See how your braid is actually shooting through the water faster than the current's going there.
Yep.
What that means is you've got a bow.
Okay.
So I'd wind that in,
Yep.
recast, walk back about 10 metres, cast in again, because if you cast from here, you're actually missing a section.
Gotcha.
Yep.
A little bit of warmth in the air. Line frozen to the spool.
Yeah. You can hear it.
Yeah, you can see it coming off.
Yeah.
Is that alright, or should I
Now
recast
what you
it?
gotta do, wind it real fast in, then recast it before it freezes again. Hear that? Yep, that's how you get over it.
Sweet.
And that.
Get the ice out of the guides, man. That's something a little new. I love
Had
it.
this problem before, Ben?
I have not for many, many moons. I remember below Potu Falls on the Tongariro once having my
Oh,
having my fly guides ice up, but you know you're in hard man country when every cast you got to clear the ice off your guides. It's coming up to 11 o'clock. As you can see, there's still frost on the ground. She's been a hard morning. We only had one take. Simon had a fish on very briefly, but apart from that, despite the fact we're seeing lots of trout, they haven't been on the chew. So it's been a good opportunity to get these new techniques sorted. I think I've got my head around Boothy's instructions. So now we're going to change location and see if we can find some hungry trout. So fingers crossed this afternoon turns on. See how we get on. There's a trout right there. Let's go find his great granddad. That's the way, Macmillan. Well, it's been a tough morning. Always had to earn it. Holy, that's a beast. That's a beast. Oh. Yeah, boy. Look at the state of that thing. Always had to earn it. But that's the result. Look at that. Mate. That is the biggest trout I've ever seen. It's a beautiful fish, mate. Look at that. Well, there's the trout that make this place so famous.
Where he wants to go.
There he goes. Hey. Well done, mate. They do exist. They do exist. Excellent. All right. The trip is officially underway. We've seen what lives in here up close now. I want to get one. Epic. That's amazing. Oh well, tough morning of fishing, mate.
Yeah, mate.
It's all right. Good to see one nice one.
Yeah.
We certainly haven't set the world on fire this morning, but we're seeing the fish. Simon, late in the morning, snagged the biggest trout I've ever seen, which apparently for this area is still a nice fish, but certainly not anywhere near as big as they get. So we've had some lunch, had a quick little play here. Now we're going to hit the road and head to a new spot. So we'll see how we get on. But the weather's still lovely, scenery's out of this world, and soon you'll be hearing the sound of screaming Daiwa canal combos, which is what we're here for. So let's go. We've headed upstream of where we spent our morning fishing. This has got a lot higher concentration of fishermen, Boothie was saying last weekend. And this 100-metre stretch of riverbank, there's upwards of 85 anglers jockeying for position. So that, I guess, in itself demonstrates the explosion and popularity of this canal fishing. But thankfully today we're lucky enough to be fishing on a weekday, and looks like a pretty manageable crowd, maybe 8 or 10 people on the riverbank. So we'll find ourselves a little spot and see if I can pop my cherry, my canal cherry, because these fish, man, I came down here, I might not have given them enough credit. I sort of thought all you had to do to catch a trout in the canals was come down and throw a bait into the water. But it turns out they take a little more catching than that. So certainly nice to sink my teeth into a new form of fishing and to learn some new skills, and hopefully can put them to action here pretty soon. See how we get on. Gonna earn them, gonna earn them. When all else fails, you let the cameraman man the tools, and as he normally does, he's come up trumps. He had a refreshing beverage in one hand, and the last thing he told me was it's not a very big one, but I reckon it might be alright. Oh, he's feisty, boy. There, oh, he's a nice fish. A nice fish, boy.
Beautiful.
Nice work, mate. Well, that's the fish we've been looking for all day. Beautiful, mate. Stunning fish. Well, the cameraman has done it again. Oh, he's off, mate. There we go.
Beauty!
Plenty energy.
Deserves a handshake, mate. Well done.
Good work making fish.
That was awesome.
Well, the sun's disappeared behind the Southern Alps. There's enough light for one more drift. She's been a tough day on the first day of our high country trout adventure, but Simon managed to snag himself one, and then in the dying minutes Brad, who's now back behind the camera, grabbed a rod and landed himself an absolute cracker. So we've had a taste of what's on offer in these canals. Tomorrow's a new day. Ruthie's going to leave us and do some guiding. We'll be back into it, beating our feet along these canals. So I'll get one more cast in and we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. At the risk of sounding like a broken down record, this morning has dawned very clear and once again very chilly. And we're back on the canals, and our mate Jeremy from Hunting and Fishing in Christchurch has joined Simon and I, and hopefully he'll be the lucky charm that turns these big trout on. Legs are definitely feeling it after a big day yesterday. Over 40,000 steps on the Garmin watch up and down the canal. Only a couple of fish landed, but here we are at my favourite time of the day, the promise of a new day. Who knows what today's adventures will bring. Guess we're about to find out.
Remember the run we were doing yesterday?
Yeah, mate.
Go
I do.
And conquer.
I shall. Well, it's another cold morning on the canals, and we're into it. Today's our day, eh?
Sure is.
Today's our day. So, without any further ado, we'll start the Twizel march. I might have to take my hand warmer out of my fingerless glove.
Feel the bottom good?
Oh yeah, it's nice. That's what I.
Yep.
It's a fish, mate. It's a fish. Look at that.
Good boy.
And we want to stay downstream of it, right? Well, there we go. I walked 40,000 steps yesterday and didn't get a single bite. First cast this morning, we're on, and hopefully I won't bugger it up. There he is. Oh, he's a good one. He's a good one, boy. Dude, he's a beast. Yes! Yes! Boys! Yes! That's what I've been wanting to catch. Mate, that little set just dominated it. I knew you were going to be the lucky charm, Jeremy.
Yeah, mate.
That's the fish we came for. That is the fish I came down here hoping to catch. That's by far the biggest trout I've ever caught by a country mile. That is a fish I've wanted to catch for a long time. It's been on my list to come to these canals and see these incredible trout that make this place so famous. First cast, that dreams come true. This is a special place, so these are special fish. This fishery, as great as it is one that really needs to be protected. We've had a quick couple of photos with this fish. That's our trophy. We're going to get him in the current, get some water moving across his gills, and he'll be on his way, happy as. There he goes. It's almost quite good to have had all that effort yesterday. Makes it that much more satisfying. Oh, I'm stoked with that. Okay.
Good job.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
Good listening.
Yeah. That's a bit better. Well, that's definitely somewhat of a weight off my shoulders for no other reason than now my cameraman Brad hasn't got one over me anymore after he caught that absolute beauty yesterday. So, oh, we're on again. We're on again. All right, Starting to get the feel for it. Starting to get the feel for it. Come on. Just gently. Oh, he's going a bit harder this one. He's going a bit harder this one. Just trying to stay downstream of him. Pull his head towards his tail. That way he can't use the current to really get stuck into me. I'm an absolute rank amateur at this, but that's what the boys that know what they're talking about have said. This feels like quite a weighty fish. Jeez, he feels heavy, mate. It's nerve-wracking, boys, it's nerve-wracking. This rod feels epic. I love it. Shouldn't be too far away here, hopefully. There's the there. Oh, dude! Dude! Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! 2 casts, mate. 2 casts. Look at the state of that fish.
You dialed in now, man.
That is the beauty of fishing, team. How your fortunes can so quickly change. I ground up and down this riverbank yesterday and I kept my chin up, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't start to get a little despondent. But we bounced out of bed this morning, did the same thing in the same place, and 2 fish from 2 casts. And I think this one is even bigger. In fact, I'm sure of it.
Surprising how well those little hooks hold though.
Mate, it's amazing. He's well pinned.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. An absolute high country beefcake. He's a huge fish. He'd be knocking on the door of 20, I reckon. But I wanted to release him happy and healthy. Okay, here he goes. Get him swimming. He wants to go in the current. There he goes. No problem at all.
Yeah, catching a breath, back out to the depths. Look at that. Alright.
Thanks, mate. Hey.
Got it working
Jeez,
today,
I
mate.
feel good. Well, he's swum away healthy and happy. We've got a couple of quick shots. Didn't want to muck around with him. That's our trophy. We've got the memories. And like all these fisheries we're so privileged to have in New Zealand, we've got to look after them, we've got to respect them. And this canal fishery is no different. Anyway, I've got a taste for it now. I'm loving it. We're on the board, we're away, let's go. Fishing all day yesterday, even with someone like Boothie that's caught more fish than just about anyone in here, couldn't get a nibble. Oh. Get an itchy trigger finger now. That's the way, Simon. Here he comes. It's a good fish, mate. Oh,
Look at the shoulders on him.
look at that fish, bro. Yeah, boy. Well done, brother. That's a beefcake. Man, how fortunes can change. The boys earned these ones, mate. That's an absolute cracker. Man, these trout down here, unbelievable on these little combos. They do a fantastic job. Those are the fish we came down here in search of. These are what these boys are used to, but for us North Island saltwater fishermen, seeing trout like that is the stuff that dreams are made of. This Tekapo fishery has become very famous. Its popularity has exploded over the last couple of years, and when you see the fish that come out of it, you can see why. But as you can see, Simon's taken a lot of care with this fish. all our fisheries here in New Zealand are fragile and need to be protected. There he goes. Nice work, mate. Excellent, excellent effort. Today's the day, boy. Today is the day. What a start. Yeah, right. He came back at it twice. It felt like he had a cut. Oh no! Popped off. Bugger. Oh well, maybe I was getting a little confident there. It all felt good. Lovely hookup. But unfortunately, as fish do from time to time, he spat it. So it's back to earth with a thud after that spectacular start to the morning. Ah! There he is. He's off, mate. He's off big time.
Good fish, man.
This was a very strange bite. I had the fish in the middle of the river and I thought I was snagged, and I just gave it a little yank and he pulled back, and it's just been sitting stationary in the middle of the river. Now he's heading upstream. Ah! Got it. Just pulled the hook. It's been a good day on the canals today. Certainly made a nice change after the struggles of yesterday. I'm absolutely over the moon to have been able to have the opportunity to land two of easily the biggest trout I've ever seen, and to also be humbled by a couple of other beasts of the canals. The day's getting a little long in the tooth, the sun's long since set, and there's a bit of weather in the forecast for tomorrow, so I'll have to wake up and see what tomorrow brings. But for now, I'll have a couple more casts, see what happens, and look forward to continuing our high country trout adventure. Lucky last cast, mate. I don't know if he's a... I don't know. He's got a big head nod, but there he is. See him? He's a good one. He's a good one. Well, the old lucky last cast. It's a nice fish too. He's just got his head down right there in the current. Come on, mate. Come on. Oy. To say I'm gun shy is a little bit of an understatement. After been having my ass handed to me a couple of times already today. Woken up. Geez, they're fun to catch, these fish, mate. They're good sport. There he is. Can see him again. Hoi! Whew! Lucky last cast. Oh, made us work for it, that one, mate. Hell, real nice fish. Well, there we go, the ever famous one last cast. Oh. Just hooked, eh?
Just in.
Just hooked, and that is the result. That's a blooming great way to cap off an awesome day on the canals. I'll just get a little upstream of this bit of tussock so we can show you what we've gone and done. There we go. A beautiful Jack Rainbow. So we'll get this fella swimming, get his head under the water. There you go, mate. Oh, he's ready to go, look at that.
Strong.
Nice, excellent. Well, we were worried about the light getting dark, so we did our little closer for our epic day 3, and I thought I'd have one last cast, and as often happens, that was a result. But that seems like a bloomin' good way to finish a fantastic day in a very special part of the country. I love it. I love it.
Beauty, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Beauty. Well done.
Whew. Well, it's the end of the golden weather on our high country trout adventure. As the forecasters predicted, day 4 has dawned misty and rainy. But that's all right, we've changed locations today. We've come a little further south. There's a few salmon farms around, and we're going to try and roll a few eggs down these cages with our now trusty Daiwa canal combos. Brad's going to try and operate in the wet, so hopefully we'll have some more hot high country trout action for you coming real soon. But the forecast is for it to improve, so we'll cross our fingers and toes and hope for the best. But for now, I'm going to get my faithful egg in the canal and get busy catching some fish. Let's rip into it. Oh, yep. Wow, they really know it. Whoa, he's a good fish. Good fish. Thought he was a bit smaller than that. It's pretty scary fishing this because we're right next to these salmon cages and these fish know exactly where they want to go. He's going for it. It's quite a nice fish, mate. Okay, now it's about to be obstacle course fishing. It's quite a lot of current here, eh? I think it's even more than the...
I think it's picked up since we got here.
Yeah.
The drifts have just felt nicer, eh?
Yep. Oh, come on. They know what they're doing, these fish. They use their big bodies in this current. And any time he gets a look at those cages, oh, there he is. Got him, nice, wow. Geez, he put me through the ring of that fish. Whew, he knew what he was doing, but we got him. So, this is what we have here, a very big silver hen. You won't find a rainbow trout in my experience with much better condition than that. She's got a massive, big body and beautiful neck, and it's exactly what we came here for. The sun has popped its head out just in time. We'll keep her head under the water, get some oxygen flowing over her gills, and we'll get her back for a nice release. If we were targeting a fish to eat, this would be a prime candidate, but it's such a fantastic fishery. We've got our photo, we've got our trophy, got plenty of groceries in the car, so we'll let her go. There she goes. Happy as. Woo! Oh well, after a bit of a miserable grey start, boys, suddenly feel a little warmer, a little happier. All right. We woke up this morning knowing that the forecast wasn't particularly in our favour, but our big concern was rain. And we woke up with a bit of rain. She was a misty old morning, but what's been the real killer today is wind. And no matter where we've tried, we just haven't been able to escape it. And wind makes this light line fishing really tough because you need to maintain a close contact with your bait, and when the wind's putting a big belly in your line, it's just about impossible to do that. But we'll persevere. We've come back to a spot we've been fishing for the last day or two. We've got a couple of hours of daylight left. There's a little bit of shelter. We'll see how we go. We're not going to catch them sitting in the hut licking our wounds, so we'll keep on plugging away and hopefully get a couple of fish and look forward to what we hope will be a better forecast tomorrow. But I'm not going to catch them talking to you guys, so I'll go have a shot. We'll see. The fish will still be here. They don't know it's windy. Yep, there he is. Woo! Oh, it feels like a good fish. Perseverance pays off, mate. That was
classic. That was like a
fishing, a bit of patience.
yeah. That was a soft bait, like an ocean soft bait bite. He's a good fish too, boys.
Good stuff. Watch out for that reef, mate.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a bit of line going on for the end.
yeah. Yeesh. It's going for it, boys. The wind is howling. We're in the heart of Mackenzie country, hooked up. Oh man, I find this style of fight absolutely terrifying. You've got pretty much everything against you. You're fishing with a tiny sprat hook. You've got 6-pound leader. Big bodied fish with a whole lot of current.
So you might have a sprat hook, but you ain't got a sprat on.
Yeah, and they know exactly what they're doing. They put that big flat body side onto the current. There it is. It's a beast. We got him! Oh man, that was stressful. There we go. Look at that fish. Absolute slob. Man, these trout are unbelievable down here, boys. Unbelievable.
Shoulders on.
Yeah. He's got some kick in him. There he goes. Later, mate. Thank you. Yes. Oh well. You got to have a certain amount of patience to be a fisherman, and I'm glad we stuck at it, team. Glad we stuck at it. Man, who knew trout could be so exciting? I love it. Got that one. Oh no, dropped him.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Have I dropped him or have I got him?
Still got him. Turn into a bigger fish.
No, I got him. I got him. He's right here.
Not far off.
Oh no, there's weight there. It's going up the stream. There's the sinker. There's the fish. It's a goodie. It's a goodie. Here we go. Got him! Woo! Yeah, boys. Oh, the wind's dying. The afternoon bite's coming on. And, oh, see,
That was a doozy.
another big fish rising. Oh, it's all coming together, team. Geez, that's another thumper, mate. Look at that, pinned in the corner of his mouth. All right, we'll quickly lift up this big head. Look at that. Another absolute thumper. Oh, I'm really starting to enjoy this canal fishing. Get his head back in the water. He's still got plenty of go in him. There he goes, he's gonna go now. Here we go, mate. Off you go. He's cruising, there he goes. Woo! It's all starting to come together, mate. Hey! Seemed like all the odds were against us today. We kept persevering and you saw the results. A couple of really nice jack rainbows to finish the day. And now as our little reward, we're treated to a vista like that. Let's just hope that the old adage is true. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. So fingers crossed for a good forecast tomorrow. Just like I did last night, I'm going to go for one more cast. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it that this is the favourite part of the day for me. The promise of a new day. We've woken up this morning and thankfully yesterday's howling winds have gone. We've got a beautiful still morning and we're walking to a new spot. We're going to try and find a real beast. That would be the fairy tale finish to what's been an amazing adventure. We've got a bit of a trudge ahead of us, but when you've got a backdrop like that to start your day, doesn't matter how long your walk is. But I'm excited for what freshwater adventures await us today.
Man, that's beautiful.
What was this? Not that. Everything.
Whoa! That was a good one.
That was a real good one. Oh yeah, boy! Mr. McMillan's on. Beautiful fish, look at that. There you go, mate. Phew. Well, that is a very nice start. Yeah, boy. That's a beautiful fish. Stunning colours. It's a hen. Nice big hen. Well, that's an awesome way to start the morning. I haven't even had a chance to get a line in the water. Was getting set up. And Simon has come good with a stunning hen. Aggressive bite, eh?
Very aggressive bite, this one.
Yeah. Man, that's a beautiful trout. Look at that. Look at that. Hey?
What do you think of that, my friend?
That is a good way to start the day, mate.
Yeah. Righto, little lady. Go back and breed.
Nice! Second cast. Well done, mate. Good start of the day. I'm going to get a line on the water. Pretty happy for that plan to come together. I'm always a bit nervous walking away from where we know there are fish to try and find more. So for Simon to bang one on the second drift of the morning, real good start. Hopefully this is our drift. Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's a good one. After a couple of little ones, a couple of missed strikes, and watching Simon get an absolute cracker to start the day, I finally got one to stick. I just switched over to a little BKK boilie hook. Wanted something just a little bigger. Feels like we've got a relatively good fish here. Haven't seen it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, there's weight there. There it is. Nice fish. Real nice fish. Wow.
Yeah, that's a goodie, mate.
Yeah, it's a real goodie. Oh, so close. Jeez, I've got some blooming weight. There we go. Oh, it feels good. Jeez, that's a beast, mate. That is a beast. Yeah, boy. Look at the head on that thing. Jack Rainbow. Start the day.
Beast.
Hell yeah.
Look at his jaws on him, man.
Look at that. That's a monster. That might be my biggest yet, I think. God, I can't even get my... Look at that thing.
Look at the head on him.
Oh mate, he's a stonker.
Hey?
Yeah, those little BKKs are deadly. Dude, how's that? Woohoo! Look at the state of that trout. That is exactly what we came to these canals for. These monsters. Oh, I love it. Amazing. He's happy, this guy. Oh, dude, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, well. There he goes. All right, we're on the board. Yes! Nice one, fellas. I love it. That's how you start a day. All right, I always say it. Let's go get another one.
Yeah.
You. Yeah, boy, that's the way, McMillan. That was that one we saw just jump.
It's a brownie.
Is it a big brownie?
It's a long brownie.
Nice, boy. Where's the net? That's a beautiful fish, bro. Hey, don't do that. Nice, mate. That's a nice big brown, dude. Let's have a look at him. Beauty.
Spawned out.
Yeah,
Spawned out, you know.
beautiful fish though.
Yeah. Cool colours. Brown,
Yeah.
every brown is different, eh?
Yeah.
Different.
There you go, Mr. McMillan's been on fire this morning. Kicked off the day with a beautiful big hen. Now he's done it with a lovely brown. Phew! Hey, there we go, mate. Oh, that makes it, after yesterday's trials and tribulations, makes it that much sweeter, mate.
Oh yeah, getting somewhere, aren't we?
Yeah, good start to the day. That's 3 nice fish. Your turn, mate.
There you go.
Your turn. Haven't seen the fish yet. It was a very subtle bite. Oh, oh. It's off, mate. Here he comes. Don't go down there. I'm not going to have a choice here. I'm not going to. Yep.
What do you got here, mate? You got another lunker.
Don't know, mate, but we got it in and out of a snag, which was terrifying.
Hey, well, you're in a safer place now, mate.
Yep. Made a mess of the water.
Who did that?
Here's the leader. I hope it's a big one. Here it is.
Oh,
Nice
yeah,
fish.
Silver.
Nice fish, boy.
That's a nice one, Ben.
Real nice fish. Real nice hen. Yeah. Man, that is a wicked one. Whew. That was a terrifying fight. Oh, well, we got the ugly jack. Look at the size of that fish.
That's a beauty, man.
That is a beauty.
All right.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Well, that last one I got was the one I really liked. That ugly, unusual looking jack. And now I got the matching set. Nice big hen. Look at this fish. This is a stunning trout.
I'll hold the net under him. Look at that.
Wow, that's a beautiful fish. Look at that. That is an absolute ripper. Wow, that's a heavy, weighty trout. That is a beautiful fish.
You did well, man.
Wow.
Right round that.
Man, that has made my day. She's spawning. Look at that fish. Beautiful. Here we go, girl. She's ready to go. You ready? Oh, there we go. I love seeing them swim off so happy and healthy.
That was
Yeah, that was a cracker, man. I love it, boys. I love it. It's nice to have the mixture now. We got the ugly one, couple of beauty hens,
Ticking some boxes,
picking some boxes, mate. Hey, look, Simon's on. What have you done, McMillan?
Caught me one.
Is it a beast? Oh, it's a beast. Nice net job, Jeremy. Mate, you were so far away when you hooked that.
That's a nice one.
Holy, mate. Look at that pig. It has been quite a morning, team.
So these are my favourites, these big, fresh silver fish. I mean, that's what I like to catch right there.
Mate, I can see why. That is, look at that. That's like a perfect trout. It's a perfect, massive monster trout.
Silver, fresh, strong.
So happy.
Let it go.
Yep.
Yep. Here she goes.
Here she goes.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Strong.
Textbook release. Hell yeah, mate. Oh, yes, boy. I love it, mate. Well done. Well done. That is an absolute trophy right there. Oh, well, and the best part is still there.
There.
Still there. Yeah. I love it. Good stuff, mate.
Give it half an hour.
Good stuff.
The rest up.
These fish are taunting us. Taunting us, I'm telling you. Oh, McMillan, I just saw that fish, mate. It's a proper one. Oh, it was only a matter of time before the big lunker would pop its head up, mate.
Look at him. It's a real one down there. You see him?
Yeah. It's a proper one, mate. Ooh, hurry up, boy. It's a proper one, mate. It's a proper one. Righto, see if I can bugger this up for you, Simon. I can't net him from there, mate. Dude, that is a pig, bro. He's not going to fit in your net, oh, bro! Simon! Dude! Dude! Look at that thing. Mate! You boy! You boy! That's what we came here for, mate. I was thinking we were going to be... I was being a bit greedy when this morning I said all we need to do is catch a big one now. We just did it, mate. A barn door.
Oh, still got a bit.
Look at that thing, mate. That, look at the hump on that fish. They certainly are a unique looking trout, these canal trout. They've got these massive jaws and these huge big bodies, and that there is easily the biggest trout I've ever seen. I better get a photo for you, eh? As soon as we're going to let him go, we'll get our trophy. Oh yeah, man. Well, mate, that's exactly the fish we came down here in search of. We've caught so many good fish on this adventure, and to cap it off with an absolute canal beast like that, eh?
Beauty.
Couldn't have scripted it any better, mate.
No.
Epic!
Right.
Well, as tends to happen in the Southern Alps and in the high country of New Zealand, the weather can change, but we scored ourselves an epic day. But the rain's closing in, the fish have stuck their heads down, so we're going to start making the trek back to the vehicle. It's been an amazing day, some beautiful fish caught, and it was capped off nicely by Simon nailing that absolute slob of a rainbow. So that's the end of our last full day on our high country trout adventure. We'll hope for the best weather-wise tomorrow. There's supposed to be a bit of rain around. We'll wake up in the morning, see what is in store for us, see if we can finish with a bang. But for now, we'll get moving and sign off from a magical day 5 of our high country trout adventure. It's the last morning of our high country trout adventure. Last night we had our concerns around what the weather was going to be like today, and for once the weather forecasters have got it right and we've woken up to a very damp Mackenzie country. But We're fishermen, so we're going to do what fishermen do, and we're going to finish strong here on the canals, trying to do battle with these big freshwater fish. So we're going to have to switch out cameras today. We'll do our best. If we get a break in the weather, we'll swing the big camera around, but without any further ado, we'll get into the last day of our high country trout adventure. Phew! Oh, yep. Yep. The rain is bucketing down. The camera probably doesn't do it justice. We just can't get our big cameras out. We've been having a little fish anyway, and I've come tight on what feels like a real one. And I'm getting perilously close to the road bridge. And there he is, I can just see him down there. I'm trying to get its head up. There we go. Oh. Got him? Yes! Holy moly! As you can hear, we're right next to the state highway. The bridge is just here. I hooked the fish about 100 meters up. And to say I was nervous about trying to maneuver that bridge is an understatement. But anyway, the same spot that Jeremy plucked his nice big silver hen out last night in the dark, I've caught its twin sister. Anyway, we'll get this fish sorted out and on its way. There we go. It might be wet, might be rainy, but these...
That's a hell of a fish, man.
Wow, these high country...
Look at it.
Trout don't care. And that is a beautiful fish. Another one of these silver hens. All right, girl. Thanks for the fight. There she goes. Yeah, boys. Yeah, thanks, mate. We did it. We got one. Oh, Brady's hooked up in the rain. Well, the rain's still falling. Brad can't film because of the wet weather, so he's picked up a rod, and he looks like he's picked up a nice one. Picked up a nice one, boysies. There it is, nice fish, Brady. You got him, nice boy. Brady, look at that slob. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Hey.
Not a bad fish.
That's a ripper, man. That is a ripper. Beautiful hen rainbow. That is an absolute slob, Brad. Absolute slob. Well, that was the perfect little bonus session and an amazing way to finish what has truly been a fantastic adventure exploring these canals. I came down here not really knowing what to expect, and what I found was a fishery that is truly incredible. I mean, you got to take it for what it is. It's man-made fishing, but it certainly is no less of a challenge, and the calibre of the trout that we've been plucking out here this week are just incredible. Well, as we walked back to the truck last night, the rain settled in, and unfortunately for our filming efforts, it hasn't let up overnight or into this morning. Still didn't stop Jeremy nailing a nice fish on the walk home last night in the darkness. But despite the fact we haven't been able to film, we've still been flicking some baits around this morning and picked up a couple more lovely fish. But unfortunately, the clock's ticking. We've got to get on a plane and head home. So that's a wrap from the high country of New Zealand. It's been an amazing trip. We've done a hell of a lot of walking up and down these canals, but I'll leave with sore feet, a few more miles on the clock, and a memory full of epic adventures. So thanks to these legends, Mr. McMillan, Jeremy, the boys from Hunting and Fishing Christchurch. If you're in the neighbourhood, be sure to pop in and say good day. But for us, it's time to head back north and wrap up an epic adventure. Phew!